Hi everyone, my name is Doug Coleman and I'm going to share with you a little bit about our upcoming course that we're going to have together, Strategic Planning and Marketing in Collegiate Athletics. It's a class I wrote here about 5 years ago and have gone through several different iterations, and just recently have some new materials that we're going to talk about here, kind of more about the landscape of collegiate athletics from when I originally wrote this course, like I said, 5 years ago. The course is going to talk a lot about, as the title it says, strategic planning and marketing, with an eye towards some of those fiscal development, fiscal components, not only the budgeting standpoint, but also that fundraising side. Going to kind of talk about then how we align those financial needs with the vision of different departments, and kind of those operational and decision-making skills that go in to what it means to be involved in collegiate athletics. I have 8 kind of core pieces that I'm going to share, kind of those course learning outcomes here. Before I do, let me share some of the nuts and bolts of the course. For the course, I have one text. That text is by Mullen, Hardy, and Sutton, called Sports Marketing, and that's going to be the basis for all of our discussions here for our course. I also am going to use a lot of different videos and a lot of other multimedia ways to help present the information for the individual topics each week. Kind of the first thing I want to mention about the course here is talking about those course learning outcomes. And the first thing we're going to talk about is marketing strategies. And I'm going to get into a little bit about collegiate athletics, but also about the professional realm, to talk about the successful things and the unsuccessful things that can happen with a marketing campaign and or strategies. We're also going to talk about social media, and social media being one of those free opportunities that collegiate athletic programs have in order to disseminate and share information about their individual programs. We're then going to kind of switch gears and talk some more of the fiscal elements and talk about revenue streams, and what specific revenue streams that are vital for departmental success, and some of those issues and roadblocks and items that kind of get in the way of achieving those revenue and those fiscal goals. We're then going to talk a little bit more about the professional development side of being an athletic administrator, and specifically about how you're going to secure financial support. How are you going to do that? The answer is by donations. So kind of walk through some of the best practices with regard to some of those financial development and financial fundraising aspects. Then we're going to kind of wrap that all together as we kind of wind down the course and talk more about that strategic plan, and how all these elements are part of that overall strategic plan, about how that strategic plan is going to be constantly evolving. Yes, it might be kind of a 5-year plan, but then what are those objectives and those tasks that are going to enable you as a future athletic administrator to be able to achieve the overall vision. So kind of bring it back full circle. Throughout the course, then, we have 10 or 11 key topics we're going to talk about. So, week 1, we start with how to win with strategic planning, and then kind of working through some of those elements: building a brand, marketing, public relations, the power of social media. I think the one component that we'll talk about is relationship marketing, about how you need to make sure you are engaging yourself with the community that you are serving. And then we're going to talk some more about those financial pieces, and then that concept of philanthropy, i.e. the fundraising aspect, and how you're generating that revenue. As you notice, as you see the course, it's broken up into 11 different modules, 11 weeks. And of those 11 weeks, you're going to have a discussion board every week. Most weeks you'll have to reply to classmates or myself, and I'll be working with you as well to kind of share my thoughts. You'll notice you have assignments due in weeks 2, week 4, week 6, week 8, and then you have a little bit of, then you kind of have a hard stretch as you kind of wind down the course with an assignment due in week 9, 10, and 11. So just be aware and be cognizant that you have all those written assignments, as well as the discussion boards each week. I kind of try to start this course off slowly, like I said, not having a written assignment due in week 1, having one in week 2, then not one in week 3, to kind of get you going with making sure you're aware of how we're going to use APA formatting and how I want the course to be structured. The signature assignment for this course is week 10 assignment, which is the MCAA cartel. And that's, I kind of put that assignment together. I've had a lot of students over the last 5 years I've run this course. I have not changed that assignment. My feedback has been that they love that course because it provides them an opportunity to kind of synthesize everything that we've learned in the course, and then share their opinion about answering that question: is the NCAA a cartel? So I look forward to welcoming you and working with you as we talk more about marketing and strategic planning in collegiate athletics in the upcoming weeks. Thanks.